Harry Kane needs to retire from playing for England. He is the biggest liability. The team looked so much better with him off the pitch. It was meant to be a celebration. It was meant to come home. But as Costello say, it's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good, bruv. It wasn't looking good.
It's not looking good, man. I am Deny, your host. Shooter before Let Him Shoot began. You know the vibes. You would have seen me on The Final Whistle. You would have seen me on Let Him Shoot TV, on the Sit Down podcast. Now I'm bringing you The Final Whistle all the way from Sydney, Australia, coming to you live and direct. And today, I've got my brother, my barber.
Come on. You already know.
Introduce yourself, man.
Go by the name of Lil Goat. Obviously, a lot of you might know me. Celebrity barber. I'm out here looking after the brothers. Keeping the brothers' hairline looking sharp as hell, man.
He's not lying. He's not lying, man. The hairline's always looking sharp. Everybody that goes to Khaled to get a trim. But let's get into it, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We've got a big episode today. We're bringing back Final Whistle. Big episode. Obviously, the energy is a bit low right now on my end because England lost.
You're not the only one, man. I'm gutted, man. I am gutted.
But let's kick it off right there, man. Euros 2024. The final was today, or the final was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Final was yesterday.
Obviously, in morning for us, innit?
Yeah, well, us in Australia here, the time zones are a bit iffy, so we do watch football all hours of the night. But the final happened, England versus Spain. It didn't come home. Chat to me about the game. What did you like? What didn't you like about the game? Let's talk about the England game.
First of all, I don't know, man. The game was kind of dead today, bro. We like going to a final like that, knowing that we've already been to the last Euro final, and we went to the expectation playing the same type of football. We set back a lot, and we gave Spain 60% possession.
I hear you.
60% possession. We have all the ballers in our team, and we let the Spaniards.
Hey, man, we're going to have to address some of these ballers, for quotation marks. We have to address some of these ballers, man, because people were missing. But I want to focus on Spain first. Obviously, Spain won. They're the champions.
Yeah, congrats to Spain, though. Big up the Spaniards, man.
7 games, 7 wins, 15 goals scored. They didn't concede a goal in the group stage. They were the best team of the tournament.
Best team of the tournament, man.
But I'm going to ask you this question, yeah? Before this tournament started, what did you think of Spain?
To be honest, nobody really rated them as a favourite, to be honest. Because a lot of people were saying England, France, Portugal.
Let's be honest. Now let's cut this. Let's cut this.
That.
Spain were never a favourite.
They were never a favourite.
We looked at that.
They were not even close to top 5 of favourites.
That defence, everyone's like, Laporte, what's he doing? He plays in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You got what's his name? Cucurella, who plays for Chelsea. Who's a Chelsea reject.
Mid-season, dead season he had.
The midfield was like, okay, we don't know what this midfield's going to do.
Yeah.
But then you see what happens.
What happened with they transformed. You see, Spain, yeah, you guys are smart for, going on to the brothers. You see the brothers, yeah, they got the 2 brothers on the wing. Bro,
let's talk about them brothers. We're talking about Nico Williams and we're talking about Lamar, the 16-year-old, the generational talent. But let's talk about Nico Williams first and foremost. Obviously, he's at Bilbao. There's talks about him going to.
But you see Spain, yeah, they were smart as well. They were like, Ghana, you can have the other Nico and we'll take the real one.
They took the brother. But Nico Williams, he's at Bilbao. Apparently, he's going to go to Barcelona, link up with Lamar. But how do we look at his tournament? What did he do? He's 21 years old. Chat to me about him.
Nico Williams, isn't he rated for Barca as well, isn't he?
Yeah, apparently he's going to move
to Barcelona. He's a real generational talent. And he really, stepped up to the plate. It was playing against men, playing against big men that have won trophies, won everything there is to win in the world. So, done well. I rate him. Big baller. He's got a big future ahead of him as well.
He's both. He's got to play on the right, can play on the left. He's dynamic. He can score goals.
Well. He's techie and quick, fam. Okay. The guy is techie.
The one that and this is, I don't even know how to start here. Lamar, he's just turned 17 years old. I want to ask you this question, yeah? This guy is so composed.
You see, the thing
so elite. He was 16 throughout the whole tournament, just turned 17 for the final.
Right before the final.
He scores 1 goal and 4 assists, 5 GA, which is where if you like GA crowd and you're into that type of thing, but he affects the game in every way possible. Yeah. He's calm on the ball. Like, let's talk about this 16-year-old, because what were you doing at 16 years old?
Bro, I don't even know. I was probably out. Probably doing up to no good, playing FIFA with the boys, chilling, bro, up to no good.
This guy is doing, he's doing school at night time.
He's doing school at night time.
And then he's playing in the Euros and winning Euros for Spain.
It's crazy, fam. For a 16-year-old to be doing what he's doing in his position. But you're forgetting this kid was bossed by Messi, man.
Hey, that photo is crazy.
Bro, he was bossed by Messi.
That photo is just crazy. Deeper, man.
Messi knew that this kid was going to come to be his replacement at Barcelona.
That photo is crazy. No.
It's mad. When I saw that, I was like, bro,
that's thing's Photoshop, man. It
can't be Photoshop, man. That shit can't be Photoshop, man. You see it, you crowd, you know what I'm talking about. That photo, that's gonna be legendary.
Nah, he is still.
That's gonna be a legendary photo, man.
Lamar, he's obviously going to one young player to tournament. He has played an integral part. His footprint is all over this tournament. Again, like 1 goal, 4 assists, and in this game against England, he probably could have scored 2 goals.
He should have scored 2 goals.
Probably could have scored 2 goals.
He should have scored 2 goals. Yeah, he had what was the chance?
He had 2. He already cut in. Pickford made some decent saves, but they were straight at Pickford. So he probably should have scored 2 goals. But we talk about him being the generational talent. You got Nico Williams in the other wing, but in the middle of the park, you've got their general, you got their talisman, you got Rodri.
Oh my God,
this guy doesn't lose games.
You see what Pep Guardiola said, yeah? He's the best midfielder in the world.
He doesn't lose games.
He's not. He hasn't lied. This guy does not know how to lose. He doesn't even know how to lose. He has that winning mentality that like when he loses, it's like the end of the world for him, man. Yeah, like it's crazy.
He runs that team. He's so composed in the ball. He just knows how to run football, and you can press him. He's press resistant. This Spanish midfield, like it started off with him, Fabian Ruiz, and they had Pedri.
Yeah,
and that was a dynamic midfield. They were keeping possession. They were winning games. They walked through the group stage, but then Pedri went down, and then Danny Olmo came in, and he said, "Pedri who?" He said, "Pedri who?"
Oh, hold my water bottle, man.
He said, "Pedri who?"
Yeah.
Said, "I got this." Scored some key goals for Spain. Yeah. Talk to me about Danny Olmo, because for me, he was arguably one of the most impactful players in the Spanish squad.
You know about him before this?
I know Danny Olmo. Yeah, I know Danny Olmo. Yeah. I know ball. Crowd. I know ball.
Yeah, I can't lie. I didn't really know about him, but when he came into that Spanish team and started performing, he was putting man of the match shift.
Of course.
Every game.
For me, he was integral to the Spanish success.
Crazy, man. Crazy. And today, he also saved them the top. I was cheering when that ball was going in.
I thought that was 2-2. I was like, yes, 2-2.
Bro.
My man celebrated like he'd scored a goal.
He scored a goal, man. Bro, he came in and he did his part for the team, man. He did his job.
Olmo did his thing. He walks out from this tournament. His street cred's going up. His value's going up. His value's definitely going up.
He's linked with Man City. Look, Man City is trying to buy everyone now. Fam.
Everything. Their values have all gone up. But one player that I want to also talk about at the back, he plays in Saudi Arabia at the minute. He made that big money move. When I saw him at the back, I'm like, oh, this guy's washed. My man's playing in Saudi Arabia. Laporte.
Nah, Laporte was never washed. I think he might have had his problems with Pep as everybody does.
Is it a problem with Pep, or is it just he wasn't? Pep had best, and they got Diaz.
They have it, bro. Pep has problems even with Cancelo, man. They had problems with him.
That's a change of play though. But Laporte's still a good centre back.
Still a good centre back. Nah,
he's a ball playing centre back.
Yeah,
I would arguably say he's better than John Stones.
Yeah.
He's probably better than the Croatian
Guardiola, yeah.
Ake, he's probably better than Ake as well. For a left-footed player, like there's 3 left-footed players we just named there: him, Ake, and Guardiola.
Yeah. Wow,
so what are we saying about that, man? I see him probably. He can still play in Europe for me. He can come back to Europe.
He's still one of the best.
He can go play. He can play for Barcelona
easily.
He can play for Barcelona right now.
He could walk into any team in world football and just.
You know what surprises me?
Anything.
That the 2 Spanish centre backs are French.
Are they?
They're both French. It's weird. They're both French.
That's crazy.
But enough of that, crowd. Let's talk about the team. Let's talk about the team we came here to talk about. Now, England, the Three Lions. I've been watching the Three Lions since 98. I'm showing my age here. I've been wanting them to win since 98. I've been screaming it's coming home since 98. In 18, it almost came home. Semi-finals, I think it was semi-finals, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, man.
Euros 21 or 20.
Lost in pen.
Lost to pens. I was screaming it was coming home, and the boys in the group, in the Let 'Em Shoot group, they've got receipts. I've been dissed. It wasn't looking good for me.
I also gave you some stick, can't lie.
Yeah, this guy gave everybody. The streets came for me. Pause. Bro. The streets came for man. Pause. But Russia, no, not Russia. Qatar. I was screaming. Lost that against France. Again, Kane doing what Kane does. But we'll get to Kane in a minute. Qatar wasn't a good situation either. But then this time I said, you know what? All this young talent, all these elite ballers. You've got Player of the Year in England. You've got Player of the Year in Spain. You've got Harry Jebediah Kane putting 40 goals up in the Bundesliga. Still not winning no trophies, but 40 goals.
I feel bad for him, man.
You've got Saka. You've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. You've got John Stones. You've got Declan Rice. You've got all these generational, maybe not generational, but you've got all these young ballers.
They're all gems.
All these young ballers killing it.
In their club.
And they're all friends. They're not like the olden days of the golden generation where they weren't friends.
They all played together in youth football.
They're all friends.
They're all friends. They all know how each other play.
And then this happens.
Crazy.
There's not one game that England played
back to back
where they looked like they were a team.
Yeah.
Tactically, it was terrible. It looked like we're just cramming players in, just like the golden generation. Like it smells bad.
It looked like a shambles, man. Bro, most games, I can't lie, we were getting controlled. We were getting peppered. Most games, I don't even know how. Like, obviously, we did well to get to the final, but I don't think we deserve to be there, man.
We did not. England did not deserve to be in the final.
The football that we played,
England did not deserve to be in the final, and I blame this all on how the third place team can now progress.
Yes, correct.
Because it made our draw
easier.
And super easy.
We got the luckiest side of the group.
England was so Southgate. This was so lucky, so lucky,
bro. So lucky. Even against Netherlands, the penalty that was given.
That wasn't a pen.
That was not a pen.
That wasn't a pen.
I don't know, chat, but that was not a pen. Like,
that was not a pen.
We got lucky.
I'll take it. But that was not a pen.
End of the day, you take it. Yeah.
That was not a pen. But yeah, I want to talk about three main players. Harry Kane, 40 goals in the Bundesliga. Now, this guy looked like Harry Kane needs to retire from playing for England. He is the biggest liability. The team looked so much better with him off the pitch. When Ollie Watkins came on today, 60th minute, team looked so much better. When he came off in the semi-final, team looked so much better. Did he come off in the quarterfinal as well?
Yeah, he did.
He
came on for what's his name? Tony, yeah.
Okay, I don't know, I don't even know where to start. You score 40 goals in the Bundesliga. You're this fantastic striker. England don't play the style of you dropping in. You're just dropping into midfield, yeah?
But Foden's dropping into midfield. I don't think we are playing to his
style. Yes, but
because
so why is he playing?
Exactly. Because the boys that we have playing in that team, they're used to playing with quick, fast, pacey football and quick strikers like Tony.
No, but the thing is, right? If Kane's going to drop into that 10 position and start spraying balls left, right, and center, then our wingers need to be direct, pacey wingers.
Yes.
Gordon needs to play.
Of course.
Saka is Saka, so understand Saka holds that right wing. But Gordon needs to play. Someone with that type of archetype, pace, power, they need to play.
Where would you put thingy?
Who?
Gordon.
On the left.
On the left.
Yeah. Foden, hold bench.
Yeah, Foden was the worst player.
He's another player I want to talk about. Foden, Player of the Year in the Prem, huh? Where were you?
Where were
you, Foden?
Hiding, man. You were hiding.
There's not one game where he
stood out.
Looked like the Premier League Player of the Year.
And the funny thing is, yeah, he was playing so bad, but guys would never take him off.
He came off a few times.
Did he?
Came off a few times.
He looked like he was never coming off.
Jude was one who's never coming up. And Jude's the one I want to talk to too, because Jude Bellingham, PR is great. You say all the right things. You're scripting everything. You're calling yourself. You're saying who else. But
out here doing this.
You're a moment guy. You have the moments. But he was trying so hard to be a superstar.
That's been England for the past 4 years.
No, but
moments FC.
Yeah,
we
it
just
is.
have moments.
That's
we're
true.
We're not playing football. We just play a game, and then one moment, boom, we scored. That's it.
That's true.
We're not like well known for this type of style, this type of play. We just have our moments, and when we take them, we take them. We don't take them. That's it.
But Jude Bellingham, there's this narrative that Jude Bellingham is a 10. He's a creative midfielder. He's Zidane spec.
Zidane, bro.
Bruh. Nah.
Put some respect on my man.
Jude is a
please.
great player. Don't get me wrong. Jude is a fantastic footballer. He's a great player. He scored a lot of goals in Spain. In Germany, he was a box-to-box midfielder playing in the 8.
Yeah.
Up and down. He's got the engine. He's got the engine. He's dynamic. He can play as a box-to-box midfielder. He is not a creative midfielder. Now, when you play for Madrid, and you've got the likes of Chilmeni, you've got Valverde, you've got Camavinga, you've got Toni Kroos, you've got Modric that can play behind you and allow Jude to make those Lampard third man runs and those late runs into the box where he's scoring goals. Yes, it works. He's technically a 10, even though they play positionless midfield kind of at Madrid. For England, you can't play the same system.
You can't play.
My man is not a 10. He has no creative bone in his legs whatsoever. Now, the most creative player who, for England, I believe, is Cole Palmer. In this squad was Cole Palmer, or Eze potentially. Foden is PR-wise, I say he's creative, but the jury's still out on that. So Jude needs a lot of... He had his bicycle kick. He scored the header in the first game. He scored the bicycle kick, which saved England in the last 90 seconds, but apart from them moments, he had a terrible tournament. And he won Player of the Year in Spain. I understand he scored bare goals.
And then my man talking about Jude for Ballon d'Or.
Oh my! If
They're
Jude
talking
wins the
about
Ballon d'Or,
Jude for Ballon d'Or. You know how crazy that sounds?
if Jude wins the Ballon d'Or, I obviously don't believe in the Ballon d'Or anyway.
When?
Because I just don't believe in it. It's a bet.
Scripted.
It's who wins the most game, who wins the most trophies usually half the time.
Correct.
I don't really believe in it. But if Jude wins the Ballon d'Or, especially over Rodri, cancel football. Actually, you know what? They should cancel the Ballon d'Or for like the next 3 years or 2 years until Lamar's ready to take the throne.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Lamar's definitely on the list for the Ballon d'Or, man. That kid is too crazy. But Jude for Ballon d'Or, that's just mad, fam.
Crowd, Jude, if you think Jude should be in the Ballon d'Or race, please like, share, and subscribe. If you think Jude should win the Ballon d'Or, please get in the comments and say why, because it's not happening. It's not it. He shouldn't be anywhere near this Ballon d'Or conversation.
He didn't even have a good tournament.
He had an absolute terrible tournament.
Stink of a tournament, man. I was expecting him to turn up after the season he had for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but he started strong.
Bro, how can you
The PR is strong. He started really strong and he finished pretty average. But mind you, going into the final, I said it's scripted. I said that Jude was going to score the winner.
Yeah, I know. I knew.
I thought Jude was going to score the winner. It was built for Jude to have that key moment and score the winner. Now, did it happen? He had the assist to Palmer, so credit to him there. But overall, tournament-wise, Kane, terrible. Should never play for England again. That should be his last game for England. Should never play for England again. Kane, Jude, play box-to-box midfield for England if you're playing at all. Foden, hold bench. Hold that bench until you do something for England.
Foden needs to hold bench. He needs to hold bench for time, fam. Give somebody else a chance.
He can only play. Cole Palmer needs to start for England.
Definitely.
Cole Palmer needs to start. Kobe Mainoo needs to start. Declan Rice needs to start. Saka needs to start. Watkins and Tony. Watkins is probably the next one up over Tony, and I believe he's a bit more dynamic. On the left wing, the jury's still out. We need somewhere there. Luke Shaw, we need a new left back. Stones, is he a good defender, crowd?
Nah.
Is he a good defender or is it all PR? He's good on the ball.
Stones is just PR, man.
He's good on the ball.
Just because my man is playing for Man City, man. That's all it is.
He's good on the ball, but is he a good centre back? I don't know. I love Stones. I love Stones. Pause.
It's a Southgate favourites, man. He's got his favourites.
I like him as a player, but is he actually an elite defender? I don't know. Kyle Walker, Oh my days. My man could not play in the NPL in Sydney or in Canberra.
And then that's the thing I was going to tell you, Kyle Walker. They said Trent could not defend.
Oh my
right?
days.
I reckon Trent was sitting on the bench eating
Dude,
his popcorn.
I would rather
laughing.
have Trent's creative ability. In fact, this is I diss Trent for his defending ability, right? But I would rather have Trent's ability on the ball from right back, inverting when needed, his ability to bomb forward and maybe link up with Saka. I want to see what Saka and him look like on the same wing. Than have Kyle Walker, donkey touch. If he had no pace,
it's just because he's got his recovery pace.
But it's not even but the recovery pace isn't even like he's not even recovering well now.
Nah, he's not
even recovering well now.
He's not like he looks so lost, and you knew it was his fault. Because at the end of the game, he was just holding his head like he's like I fucked up because he knew how bad he's been playing.
He's had a terrible tournament.
Even the game against Slovenia.
He's had a terrible tournament.
I was
terrible
please
tournament.
Play Trent, and then you lot are blaming Trent for this. Like,
No, but Trent should never have played midfield.
Nah, never.
Trent should never have played
At least
midfield.
give him a chance in that position.
He should have played right back. He should never have played midfield. But one player that did stand out for me in the England team, obviously Saka did his thing, Palmer did his thing, Mainu did his thing.
Nah, but yeah, I got a shout out for Mainu, fam. You know what? I'm a Liverpool fan.
Mainu's
when
different.
Mainu came in,
He's different.
And I've been watching this kid. I'm like, bruv,
So
I rate him,
composed.
man.
So composed.
We need to build a team around him, not Jude, around this guy.
Mainu is so composed on the ball. He's just boom, shouldering people off. I'll do this, do that. Mainu is cold.
And he didn't look phased at
all.
He didn't look
Composed.
phased.
He said,
Bro,
what tournament?
he said-
I've been here. It's like he's been playing for 15 years.
I was like, bro, I fell in love with this guy. No homo, not Diddy, but I fell in love with this kid, man.
Mainu is
you're coming out cold, man.
Man, United need to do right by him and put the right DM around him because he has a future, a proper future.
Mainu's my guy
But
still.
at centre back, one of my standouts is Mark Guehi. Crystal Palace obviously plays there. I see him getting a move away from Palace.
What do you reckon?
He deserves to be in the top 6, to be honest.
So if,
He's not going Chelsea.
if you could,
Actually, you know what? He says he lives in South London. Chelsea, Northwest is not far from South where he's based.
Chelsea just kills
Chelsea
players,
at the
man.
back.
I would not.
They need some help. Thiago Silva's gone.
Bruv, they kill players, man. Chelsea,
They kill players, but
they kill players, man.
if he wants to go to a top 6 squad, don't go to Tottenham. If he goes to Tottenham, he's asking to concede goals.
I could see him at Arsenal, you know.
Nah, we don't need him.
Got Calafori or whatever.
Calamari's coming. Shout out Calamari, man.
But I could see him at Arsenal, bro.
Nah, he's coming. We're
cold.
We're cool, man. We're cool at Arsenal, but
cold, man.
Gay, he had a good tournament. He had a good tournament. He deserves a big 6 move. But moving on from there, let's talk about Gareth Southgate, the manager. How are you rating Gareth Southgate's performance Euros 2024 as manager? The changes he made,
It was a
lineups.
Like I said, this guy could not set up a PS5, let alone a team sheet together, man. I reckon he was the reason why the team was so bad in some games. Because he took the players that are not meant to be taken off and kept the players that were meant to stay. You know what I mean? And I don't even know where he gets his taxes from because he's playing dinosaur football. This is not the old age, fam. This is not 1996, fam.
Well, he missed the pen in 96. For me, it just looked like...
Bruv, he looked so out of shape.
Before the tournament started, I was calling for a midfield 3 of Jude in the 8, Rice in the 6, Foden in the 10. Now, I don't think that Jude and Foden can play in the same team.
The thing is, we were going to this tournament with saying we've got the best team.
We're favourites.
We've got Jude Bellingham. Like he's gonna win us
favourites.
the competition. We had this mentality.
We're favourites.
You know what I mean? Like favourites. Like we're not gonna lose this.
Right.
But if you got Southgate as your manager, I don't know, man.
Well,
and they want to keep him to the next World Cup.
Nah, hopefully that's his last game.
Let's pray.
Hopefully that's his last game. But we do got to say something. There's a question that I want to ask you, yeah? Is Southgate, the greatest England manager of all time?
As in internationally?
Internationally. He's 2 final appearances, a semi-final and a quarter-final.
You could say, yeah, because there's no manager that's done that for England, though. There's no manager that's done for England.
So are we being too harsh on my man?
No, we can't. We're going based off stats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously, the performances weren't there.
Managing the team? No. He's not.
The performances weren't there.
Performance were not there. They've never been there. It's always been backwards football. It's always been, shit football. Excuse my language, but
I think he's a terrible manager. I think he's time to go. But we've got to give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
two finals, a semi-final, and a quarterfinal. The last question I have for you before we wrap this up, crowd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. What impressed you the most about the Euros?
Spain, man.
Spain as a collective?
As a collective, man.
Spain as a collective?
As a collective. From day one.
For the 4-1 win, I think there was a first.
Yeah, 4-1.
4-1 win.
Bro, they were on it. And Lamau, and Nico, these kids were not phased.
At all.
They were playing Caesar's Paper Rock at halftime in the semi-final. Like it was nothing. They were like, oh, game of football? What game of football?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
they're just having fun, man.
It was like their playground, man. They were just having fun.
They're having fun. But speaking of Nico, speaking of Lamau, what impressed me the most was the youth. Because all the old players, to me, didn't turn up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Didn't turn up.
A lot of the youth just came. They came to play.
Lamau, Nico Williams, Danny Olmo, who's quite young too.
Yeah.
Saka, he's probably one of England's best players. Palmer. Then we talk about Adagula at Turkey.
Oh, what a goal that was.
That was this kid's, and he's at Madrid. You think about Madrid's team? He doesn't even get in that team. So what are they going to do with him?
He doesn't.
This tournament was a tournament for the youth. The youth turned up. It makes me happy. Like, it actually, for me, when I look at it, I'm like, football is probably in a good space, heading in a good space. If you think about those kids that are coming up right now, obviously you got the Mbappes of the world. Mbappe is 25 right now. He had an absolute stinker of a tournament, but we'll address that later. That's for another day.
Yeah, the absolute shocker, man.
At France, you got Camavinga, you've got Tchouaméni, you've got Saliba. Saliba, what a tournament. What a tournament Saliba had. Obviously, Real Madrid, I'm nervous Real Madrid is going to come calling for him.
I don't see Saliba leaving, though. I don't see.
Neither do I. They can buy him in FIFA, he said. They can buy me in FIFA, he said. But what a tournament.
The youth came to play this tournament, man. I was so impressed. So many youth came up. They showed up. They did their thing.
I'm happy, man. Anyways, crowd, I've been Deny. You've been...
Little goal out here.
This is the Final Whistle presented by Let 'Em Shoot TV. I will be back every week hosting the Final Whistle, giving our takes on what's happening in football. We're bringing it back, bringing the Sydney execution. You're going to see more content coming from Let 'Em Shoot TV. You're going to see more talent. We're going to do some more amazing things. There's some cool things in the plan. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you comment. And next week, let us know. Actually, get in the comments right now. Get in the comments and let us know what you think of Khaled's performance. What do you think of me? Obviously, if you've seen me before, government name, run it up. I've been Deny. We out. Let's go.